Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is RABIATUL ADAWIAH BINTI LIZAM and I am a student from the Faculty of Education UiTM Puncak Alam, and my student number is 2023406122 and I am from ED2416C. So for my Sulam project, I participated in a program called Agent Cilik Misi 3M, which was conducted on 27 June 2026 at Sekolah Kebangsaan Tropicana Petaling Jaya. The program involved Year 2 and Year 3 Standard School students and was organized by the students from the Faculty of Education under the Science, Technology and Society course SCE523. So the main objective of the program was to strengthen students' basic 3M skills, which are membaca, menulis dan mengira through fun, interactive, game-based activities. So throughout the program, I was involved in several activities and I am one of the facilitators involved and also person in charge for the students. And one of the main components was Misi Eksplorasi Jejak Ilmu, Mode Simulasi 3M, which consisted of 4 educational checkpoints. So this included Operasi Tambah dan Tolak, which focused on basic addition and subtraction.
Dah siap dah.
Mungkin? Jangan. Main tepung.
Akak bagi berapa minit nanti supaya awak main. Bagi kata betul.
Salah lagi.
Salah lagi? Apa?
Siap. Jangan. Nyapu.
Awak main tepung, bukan jawapan.
Jangan main tepung. Bukan main tepung. Saya betul tu je. Okay?
Satu.
Ini betul ke tak ni?
Satu.
Frekuensi seribu makna, which develop reading, listening and communication skills.
Okay, macam mana?
Pokok setawan membiak melalui daun hidup.
Okay, macam mana? Cuba ulang dulu.
Membiak melalui
Okay.
pokok setawan membiak melalui daun hidup. Lagi sekali. Pokok
Scrambles Balls Drone, which combine English sentence construction with science. And Kita Hidup Rama-Rama, which introduce students to the butterfly life cycle. So we also participated in Misi Konstruksi Pangkalan Menara Impian, where students work together to build the tallest and most stable tower using straws and tape. So there are a few challenges I experienced while conducting this event, and one of the challenges I experienced was communicating with young students who had different levels of understanding and confidence. So some students were shy while others were very excited, and sometimes they found it difficult to focus on the instructions. So since the participants were in Year 2 and Year 3 standard school, so we had to make sure that our instructions were simple, clear and suitable for their age. I think to overcome these challenges, we already worked closely as a team and provided demonstrations and visual explanations instead of relying only on verbal instructions. So we also encourage students individually and make sure that everyone had an opportunity to participate. This helped create more comfortable and enjoyable learning environment for the students. For them. So through this program, I gained knowledge and practical skills that I could not fully develop through classroom learning alone. I learned more about communication, I learned about teamwork, I learned about leadership and problem solving and also program management. I also learned how important it is to adjust the way we communicate depending on the age, the ability, and the needs of the people we are working with. And also, beside knowledge and skills, I developed several important values such as teamwork, like I said before. So teamwork was one of the most important because the program required us to work together to manage the students and the activities, and I also developed responsibility because every facilitator had an important role in ensuring that the activities run smoothly and safely. And most important, I developed patience and empathy because I realized that every child learns differently, and as future educators we need to understand their differences instead of expecting every child to learn at the same pace. I believe that the program benefit the students by giving them an opportunity to learn in a more interactive and enjoyable way, and instead of learning only through conventional classroom methods, they were able to practice mathematics, reading, writing, English, and science through games, teamwork, and hands-on activities. And this helped them become more active and confident in their learning. So I think that the result of the program also showed positive changes because overall program evaluation received an average score of 4.98 out of 5.0. So the post-test results showed improvements in areas such as creative thinking, understanding the science concepts, language skills, confidence, and teamwork. For example, the percentage of students who strongly agreed that the activities help them think more quickly and creatively reached 61.1% after the program. And I also think that this experience also made me realize that science and technology have an important role in society, especially in education, because science was not only presented as something that students learn from textbook. So through activities such as the butterfly life cycle and tower construction, the scientific concept could be turned into hands-on experiences that children could understand and enjoy. I think technology and scientific thinking can therefore be used to make learning more meaningful, accessible, and engaging. Lastly, I think for the future reflection, this experience will influence my future actions and also mindset because I now understand that education is not only about delivering information. It is also about understanding learners, communicating effectively with them, and creating opportunities for them to learn through meaningful experiences. So, as a future educator, I want to become someone who is more patient, creative, and also responsive to the needs of my students. I also want to continue using interactive and student-centered approaches instead of depending entirely on traditional teaching methods. And my personal commitment moving forward is to continue improving my communication, my teamwork, and leadership skills to apply what I have learned from the Sulam program in my future studies and career. Most importantly, I hope to contribute to educational activities that can positively impact the community, just as Agent Cilik Misi 3M allowed us to contribute to the learning and development of the students at SK Tropicana. Overall, participating in Agent Cilik Misi 3M was a very meaningful experience for me It allowed me to apply what I learned in university to a real community setting while developing important skills and also important values. I learned that even a simple educational activity can make a difference when it is planned carefully and delivered with a good, best teamwork and also patience and genuine care for the learners. I think that's all for me. Thank you so much and bye.
Kecil